access sometimes can seem complicated, especially when it comes to questions of copyright and licensing. In this video, we work to clarify a few things and hopefully solve some issues folks may have. As employer, the university generally holds copyright in works produced by employees. However, as a policy, the university waives ownership of copyright in scholarly materials, thereby enabling authors to enter into agreements with publishers and undertake the standard practice of signing publication agreements. Waiving of copyright comes with the obligation, though, to grant to the university a non-exclusive, irrevocable, royalty-free license. This is so that the university can use and modify the material for teaching, administrative, and other reasonable purposes, like depositing it in our institutional repository. As researchers at St. Andrews, then, you retain copyright and have the decision, in choosing a venue for publication, as to whether retaining that copyright matters to you, or if you are fine giving it away. If you publish open access, usually either the author retains their rights or they can assign copyright to the publisher, but only as long as the work is freely available with an open license such as Creative Commons licensing applied. An exclusive license or even exclusive rights then cannot be claimed. But what are Creative Commons licenses? You may see open access material online and beside it a small label or text that reads CC BY. This is the Creative Commons license, and it comes in different forms depending on what conditions there are for how the licensed material can be used upon publication. Each condition is usually included in the license title, but there are overall 3 conditions to consider. BY. This is on almost every CC license used in publications, in which credit must be given to the creator. Fun fact, the BY doesn't stand for anything, but is literally the word by, as in this was written by, etc. ND. This would be applied if the author or publishers want no derivatives or adaptations of the work permitted. In other words, people cannot remix or adapt the text for different audiences. NC. This means that only non-commercial uses of the work are permitted. For example, let's say you have some scientific research on computing. This condition means it cannot be used or dispersed for larger tech companies that you might work for. One thing to keep in mind, though, is that materials with the NC clause usually also can't be distributed on commercial platforms like academia.edu or ResearchGate. These licensing issues can sometimes seem tricky, particularly when third-party materials are included. To include any third-party material in open access publications, permission must be secured from the rights holder if it is not already available under a suitable license. This is often the creator of the material, though it could also be a group or organization that the creator may have assigned the rights to as part of a contract of some sort. When requesting permission, you should inform the rights holder about your research's open access status, as well as the license that will be applied. You may be able to agree on a different license that will apply only to the material. If the rights holder has already released the material you want to use under a Creative Commons license, or if the work is in the public domain, you may not need to request permission to reuse it, but you must ensure you abide by the terms of the license, including that the author is appropriately credited. If you have any questions to do with open access licensing, please visit our website or email us at openaccess@standrews.ac.uk.